Well, political analyst Somadoda Fikeni says the EFF's strong anti-corruption stance has made the allegations against the party's Deputy President, Floyd Shivambu's brother in the VBS saga, a big story, even though most of those implicated are ANC members. Now, Shivambu's brother Brian has denied receiving 16 million rand from VBS Mutual Bank, 10 million of which is said to have ended up with the EFF leader. Floyd Shivambu says it is fake news that his younger brother funneled 10 million rand through Skamecha projects into his bank account. Now, Floyd Shivambu says he is willing to release his bank statements to clear his name. On the line, we now talk to Victor Nkhwashu, who is Brian Shivambu's lawyer. Victor Nkhwashu, thank you very much indeed for your time. I mean, your client has rejected the findings, I understand. What is your next step?
Well, good morning, and thanks for inviting us, and good morning to your viewers. Just to place on record, we represent Skamecha Projects, which is owned by Brian Shivambu. And my client's gripe with the whole matter is the fact that he appears in a report in which he was never given an opportunity to state his case. The Reserve Bank has found it also acceptable to release the report in their website without having requested his comments before they went to broadcast the report, or rather to publish the report. Now, in our view, and this is our client's instructions, that his rights have been violated. He has not been given an opportunity to reply. He's simply being labeled as a person who has received gratuitous amounts from VBS, and yet our client never had a relationship, a business relationship with VBS. He had a relationship with Vele Investments. Now, those are two different entities. As to where Vele gets its money to pay him, or whether they pay him through VBS, which they had shares in, it's immaterial. The point of the matter is that this 30-year-old young entrepreneur's rights have been violated, and he has been called to be a fraudster and a thief, and that VBS is corrupt to the core. These are very, very strong words which have been used in the report where my client has not been given a right of reply.
Mr. Nkhwashu, if he was, as you said, he wasn't given a right to reply, if he was given that right to reply, what would he have laid out? What would he have said?
Well, this is now what is going to appear in his court papers. Our instructions are to take the report on review and challenge the validity as well as the correctness of the information that is contained therein. This is going to form part of our application in the High Court, and the matter will become public, and the public will have an opportunity to hear his side of story through a court of law, because his right to reply during the commission or before the report was released by the Reserve Bank has been denied to him. So his right has been violated. So the only place where he can air his view now is through a court of law. Take
us into your confidence. What would he have said? What would he like to put at the forefront of his argument? Is he completely denying any involvement in the scandal?
He's denying involvement in the scandal completely. Our client's submissions are that he had a business relationship with Vele Investments. That is in writing. That would have been put forward had the commissioner or the investigator, the senior counsel, had he taken the trouble to phone him or to even send him an SMS to invite him to the commission, or the Reserve Bank, if they phoned him to say, we have a report which has findings which are adversely affecting you, can you please give us your comments? You would recall how the public protector releases their reports. They always invite people who are adversely affected by their reports to give their comments before they go public with the report. Now, in this case, all of that has been trampled on. All those rights have been trampled on. His name is mentioned in his personal capacity, and yet his company had a relationship with Vele Investment, not him as a person, as an individual.
You know, this scandal, the saga has huge repercussions, isn't it? Not only for the VBS staff, also the clients of the bank, the minority stakeholders. When your client is looking at this report and the number of people that are affected, what's his take on it?
Well, he's as surprised as anyone is, because, I mean, the one thing that links him to VBS is the fact that his company had a bank account with VBS. But his business relationship was with Vela Investments. Now, to be labeled to have received gratuitous payments, those are very strong words. I mean, gratuitous is a word which comes out of the Prevention of Organized Crimes Act. You know, it's a word that is more popular in that piece of legislation. Now, this has serious repercussions, obviously, and as you know, you've seen Hangwani Mulauzi from the Hawks on Friday indicated the speed at which they are investigating the matter, at which they would like to put this matter to bed. So, you know, it has very serious implications to have been labeled as such without having been given a right to reply.
Just as we wrap up, just give us the legal proceedings now and some of the time frames. What's your next step in terms of that?
We're in the process right now of compiling his notice of motion as well as his affidavit, where we're going to attach the annexes and we're going to launch an urgent application in the High Court of South Africa. Victor
Nkhwashu, that's represents Skameka Projects, which is owned by Brian Shivambu. Thank you very much indeed for your time. Appreciate it.
Well, it's a pleasure.